Okay guys, so welcome to this video. In the previous videos we saw numeric and none. So in this video we are going to see list. And remember, list is the most important data type for me actually, because if you are into computer coding, then list you use them frequently. So please understand it nicely. So let us see via PPT. So we saw this list. Okay, list. You might read it to yourself. I know what they are, so I'm not going to read it. So list, you can know if you're a normal person. Obviously, you know list can be anything like a shopping list. It can include bread, tomatoes, ketchup, anything. After that, list can be a list of marks like 24, 26, 29, like this. So list can be a list of numbers. The numbers can be integers, floats, anything. It can include words or letters as well, and it can include both at the same time as well. So list can be of numbers and letters or words at the same time simultaneously. A single list can be included with numbers, letters, anything. So that's all. In the next slide we'll see they have assigned numbers, sorry, letters or words, and after that they have assigned float values and integer values. They can include it at the same time, but if you are assigning a word or letter, you need to use the quotes for them, because Python should understand that they are words. Python understands that this is an integer, this is a float value, but for it to understand that they are words or string, you need to put them in the quotation marks. Okay, so let us try to work on them. So suppose I am writing a shopping list, or instead of shopping, say I am writing marks list, because it is easy to type for me. So marks can be anything, 23, 34, anything. I am just writing random numbers for now. And see, you got these underlines because in English you need to write spaces after the commas. Okay, now there's no error. So now if I print out marks, what it will do is simply print out the whole list. And remember, to write a list, you need to use these square brackets. They are really important. That is, they are the representative of list, you can say. If you write round brackets or curly brackets, it means a different data type. They are completely different data types. For list, you need to use square brackets. What are for round brackets and curly brackets? We'll see them afterward. They are not for this video. So you need to understand or remember, square brackets means it is a list. That's all. And now let us see features of a list. So these are really important points. A list is mutable, index accessing, and slice operation. So you might not understand them. I'll explain to you. First of all, let us see index accessing. So if you're familiar with what is index, you must have wrote assignments on, so you must know what is index. But in Python, index, there are numbers assigned actually, like page numbers also you can see in kind of, but not actually. So see, it will start from 0. That is, the index of 23 is 0, the index of 34 is 1, the index of 46 is 2. That is, it will continue in this order. That is 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So if you need to understand it in a better way, you can just write print marks of. In square brackets, suppose you write marks of 0. That is, it will take 0 index. So index 0, its value is 23. That is, the first element is 23. So it will print out 23. If you write here marks of say 2, then 0, 1 and 2. So simply it should print out 46. That's it. This is index accessing. That is, you can access any particular element via the index. That is 0, 1, 2, 3 and it goes so on. That's all. Afterwards, we saw index. Now slice operation. Slice operation, you can understand slice. We can just slice any list. So if you want to slice any list, you can write print index. Suppose you want to print out these elements. So we just have to tell the index to Python. So its index is 0, 1. So from 1 up to 2 and 3. So we have to print the list from 1 up to 3. The index are 1 up to 3. So we just write 1 and then up to 3. But if you print it out, it will print out 46. Why does it happen? Because in Python, the left side gets included and the right side gets excluded. Why it is excluded, I don't know actually. It is just excluded. I don't know. It may be, I don't know actually. So to include 3, we need to write here 4. So that 4 will get excluded and 3 will get included. So to print out all these things, we just do print out up to 4. But index of 4, that is 343. So 343 is actually excluded and this number is included. So we printed out these all values. So if you write over here 5, then 5 will get excluded and 4 will get included. but remember 1 is included. That is, if you write 0 over here, then 0 also will get included. That is 23, it will print out 23 as well. And we print out the whole list actually, it works. And if you want to print out the whole list, you can write it like this as well. It automatically understands that this value is 0 and this value is the last index. It will print out. Or simply you can just write print marks of these all marks. So it will print out the whole list, that's all. So we saw slicing, that is you can slice any elements, that's all. And after that, mutable. So mutability is actually an important concept. If you want to change any value, so say if you want to change the value of this index, its index is 1. So you simply write over here marks of, now you write marks of 1. It is 34, we know. But if you want to change it to any other value, so suppose I am writing any random number, I am writing a big number so that you will understand it. And after that I will simply print marks. Now when I print out marks, it printed, see it changed this value and then it printed out. We'll print out marks first, see. I will print out marks first. So this is marks, Python gets it, then it prints out marks. So it printed out the old original value of marks. After that I changed this value and then I printed out marks again. So it printed out this thing first, then I changed it, then it printed out the new value of marks. That's it. You can change values. So you can write it again as well. So you can write marks of, say you can write marks of 0. Now if you want to give any words to it, you can assign them words as well. So if you write any words like this, it will print out. Sorry, I forgot to print it out. And I print it out now. I will print marks, the whole list, then it will print out Sam as well. So first of all I changed this value, then it printed out, then I changed this value, but this value remained as it is because I changed it further and I didn't change it afterwards. So it will remain as it is. That's it. And afterwards I'll show you all one more thing. Suppose I write here words and I write them in quotes and I print them now. I'll just print marks. It will print it out. It will print Sam as well. But if I write Sam without double quotes, then it will give me an error. See, it gives me an error. Name Sam is not defined. Why is it not defined? Because Python does not understand what it is. Python understands this is a integer value, this is an integer value, this is everything, but it does not understand what it is. So to print out words, we just need to include them into a double quote, so that it will understand that yeah, this is a word that I need to print, or this is a string that I need to print. So string we didn't see, we'll see strings afterwards. It can be, and you can see it can be any float value as well. And I'll just run it. So see, it can be integers, a list can be of float values, a list can be of words. That's it. So we saw all the features: mutable, index accessing, and slice operation. And remember, list is very important. So just you can go through all these PPTs so that you can understand them. You can just pause the videos and learn them. That's all for this video. Thank you. I'll see you all in the next tutorial.